Hi everybody, I'm Michael. This is a 5-minute review for Nancy Drew number 24, The Captive Curse, which is, I think, a really good game in this series. I kind of like it better than Shadow at the Water's Edge. Shadow at the Water's Edge is great, but this one keeps all the scary stuff where Nancy's in a castle and there's a monster running around. I really like the characters in this one. Carl is funny, Lucas is great. So is Anya, and don't like Renate that much. She's mostly there to be creepy and mean to Nancy, and didn't like that much. And it felt like, why are you even here? Why are you one of the suspects, traveling storyteller? Whereas the other characters had more motivation, or they were closer tied to the story of Castle Finster. Carl is this inept guy who's the Burgermeister. He's just funny. I like him. He makes you play this game, Raid, and you could tell that the people who made this game are really proud of Raid and the various puzzles throughout this game. I actually think the monster game is better than Raid. Partway through the game, you have these phone calls that say the monster is attacking. It's really cool, those monster attacks. I like those scenes. Marcus is really hilarious too. He's the guy who technically hired Nancy. You do exploring in the woods, and you do exploring in hidden tunnels. Lots of exploration here at night, and it's creepy. But it's also fun. It's a little too easy to get lost. If you can't find the map, then you're gonna be stuck for a while. I like the hidden passageways too, like the hidden dungeons. Those are great. Basically just a good environment, good story elements. Puzzles are pretty solid, and the characters are fine too. One big thing with this game, it sort of starts off with Nancy and her boyfriend having this really big fight, and some people really hate that. Some people really love it because they don't like Nancy's boyfriend. I thought it was a pretty good storyline, actually. I kind of like how Nancy and her boyfriend, it feels pretty realistic. And it's setting up for the next game, although I really wish that the next game had kind of mentioned that or gone along those lines or just continued it. But no, it feels like they just wanted a storyline with Nancy and Ned because Ned's going to be in the next game in the series. The environment's really cool. You learn a little bit about Germany, not too much. I do like exploring the Enigma machine, and oh wow, I'm only halfway through this. Yeah, I can't say like terrible things about this game, really. One complaint would be just too much dialogue, which is not bad. You can talk to everybody about everything if you want, but there's definitely, yeah, a bit too much dialogue. Castle Cast, that felt like sort of a weird detour, if that makes sense. A common complaint people have is that it doesn't address the original story of the legend, where, like, the original story was that the Freyhair's daughter, like, she was captured. Who captured her and why? We never find out. Yeah, some people are really mad about that. It's definitely, yeah, I like when Lucas disguises himself as the monster. I like the ending is really dark, where the culprit kidnaps Lucas and then throws Nancy in a dungeon. It's also kind of cool that Nancy is sort of forced into wearing this disguise. Not a disguise, but it makes her look like the Freyhair's daughter, the original person who was kidnapped. That one puzzle to get the things out of Renate's bag is actually kind of a terrible puzzle. I don't like that. But nothing really stands out as a puzzle which I thought was super bad and didn't like, besides maybe getting lost in the woods, but that's fine. I think I'm running out of things to say. Maybe I'll just end this review early. Good game. I'd probably give it an 8 or a 9 out of 10. I really kind of enjoy it more than Shadow at the Water's Edge. Although, whenever I play it, I generally do skip like a third of the dialogue because the characters just talk too much. Mostly I just ignore Renate because, yeah, I feel like if Renate had been replaced with somebody else, that probably would have made the game you know, maybe if it had been Lucas's father instead of Renate as the fourth character, that probably would have made the game better. But as it is, I do think it's a good game. It's a lot of fun. It's one of those games I'm pretty much always down to replay. So 8 or a 9 out of 10, that's how I would rank it.